Okay. Good day, guys. Today we are going to be discussing. Everybody wants to fix ECUs, right? We have had for this week. You've had many ECUs coming in, right, Nulu? If we look at some of the ECUs that have come in, so you put that file on here.
Which one?
EEPROM.
Yes, I'm still writing.
Which one are you writing there?
The new one.
No, not the new one. Must be written to this one.
No.
You don't put anything on the new one. You're still busy with this one here. Which one did you scan up?
This one.
Okay, don't write anything to that one.
Oh.
So you just connected it now.
Yeah.
Okay, don't write anything to that one. We're going to fix this one first.
Oh.
That is the old one. This is the new one.
No, that's the new one. This is the old one. We're first going to attempt to fix the old one. There's nothing wrong with the ECU. There's nothing. The software failure there. We have a checksum has failed in there or something in the something. The ECU is not booting up, but it boots up in boot mode, but it doesn't boot up normally. So that tells us that there's something wrong with the boot sector, something wrong with the software. Many guys want to start doing ECU repairs. They want to get started learning key coding, learning programming, but most of them are just interested in knowing where to push which button. Knowing where to push which button will help you once. Understanding how computers work and just getting to know how a computer boots up will assist you in the long term, or just understanding how computers save data can open up a lot more doors. You will be able to earn a lot more income if you understand how they work, right? Kibi?
Yes.
So, if you can just bring us this idea. If you look here at a lot of the tools will show us exactly where to connect and how to connect up a ECU. But they don't prepare. Let's take another one, for example. One of your clients, Nolu, one of your clients gave you a mechanic, gave you a ECU to repair, G6 ECU, right? Problem there was the tool, the mechanic, not really, we cannot say it was really the mechanic that killed the ECU, but the procedure that the mechanic followed that killed the ECU, right? The procedure that he followed killed his ECU.
Which ECU?
Okay, let's not, maybe somebody will know who the vehicle owner is, so let's not say what ECU it was, right? Let's just speak about the ECU. So that particular ECU, client wanted a DPF done on the ECU. Took the vehicle for a DPF, and during the DPF delete, something went wrong, and the ECU wouldn't boot anymore. So we coded a new ECU, right? Thereafter, they took the new ECU and they attempted the same thing. They attempted the same process again because they didn't understand why it failed the first time. And then it killed the second ECU because they did not understand checksums. Now, they didn't understand why it failed the first time. But we experience this quite often. If you look at majority of the ECUs that we have here are here because of checksum failure. We know that there is a lot to learn. For many of the guys that we train as well, they don't want to learn the basics in the beginning. they want to jump immediately to doing the actual work. Well, we understand that you need to earn an income while that you're busy learning. This is why we've structured the program in such a way that we'll give you the A, B, and C's to do certain things. And we will also give you the theory behind it. The theory behind it is very important. But what happens during training, the majority of students tend to ignore the basics. But the basics, if you look at the basics, if you look at playing a game, when you are playing a game, right, everybody that does this training wants to get to fight the big boss at the end of the game. And if you look at a game, when you are playing a game, you like to play games, right? At the beginning of the game, most games will follow a similar pattern. The beginning of the game, you have to carry out certain tasks to get points, to get, if we look at all the games that we used to play, like Mario Brothers and stuff like that, you would get stuff that will give you a health, he would give you, and all of the stuff that you collect during the beginning of the game, it gives you the ability to fight the boss at the first stage of the game, isn't it? Yes. Right? Now, if you are playing a game, can you jump from level 1 to level 10 without learning how to fight No, you can't. You cannot. And the majority of guys who do this, this is what they want to do, and this is what happens when you jump directly going to fight the big boss. Many of them will buy coding tools. They will kill vehicles on the way to getting to the big boss because they don't understand the basics. And unfortunately, fortunately for you, if you do our training, but I'm not going to change the way that we train. I will try to find different ways to bring the method across, but I cannot lower the standard anymore. If I lower the standard anymore, what is going to happen? We are going to have even more clients who go to mechanics or go and trust their vehicles at workshops and have those vehicles killed because the mechanics did not understand what they are doing. That's one of the main reasons why we emphasize understanding, building and understanding first. Most of the time, the failure is not hardware related. 100% of the time, ECUs will get here and the mechanics have opened those ECUs. They would have smelt and tried to check things inside the ECU. And no matter what, even a well-trained dog will not be able to smell an incorrect checksum. And for today's lesson, I'm going to start off with a basic lesson that we are going to put onto our YouTube channel. It's a spur of the moment lesson. I will probably revise it and put an updated one there. But it's just something that I thought of today, just to, I know it can be a bit daunting in the beginning, but as with every skill, as with every game, you have to start with the first step. You have to take that first step. If you don't take that first step, you're not going to figure out. These guys, what they want to do is they don't want to take the first step. They want to take 50 steps. And they, without figuring out what is ahead of them. You understand what I'm saying? Right? You've seen now that it can be quite challenging to turn this into a business, right? With a business like KFC knows that if they buy chicken, the chicken is going to be the same. They've created a process for that chicken to go into the fryers, for that chicken to be cooked. They have perfected that process. So they are able to predict how long chicken can cook. They know exactly how long it will take before the chicken goes off. And with all that information, that is how they've crafted their business model. So what we are doing with these repairs that we are doing out there,
Yes.
I know that there is a lot to remember.
Yes.
So every process that we do, we are going to capture it. And what I've noticed is that many don't want to capture this finer detail. You have to take down the finer detail. If you look at last week's problems we solved, if we get them in 2 weeks' time, even myself, I won't remember what the offset was on that BCM. I won't remember. I'll have to trace my steps back to figure out how did we solve that problem. But we're going to upload that into our workshop guardian, and a workshop guardian will be there when that comes in again and you're sitting with that problem. You'll be able to go to the guardian and see how to solve it. But I want you guys to learn the basics. I want you to keep on building on your basics. Take it one step at a time. Every day, try to sharpen up on something, on a concept that took us to that point, to find out what went wrong then on. Because those you'll be able to reuse all the time. Okay, those skills you'll reuse all the time. Now, when it comes to ECUs and ECU repairs, we're splitting it into two segments. We will have hardware and software. Hardware is what you can feel, touch. Software is things that you can't feel, that you can't touch. It's like the firmware that we've loaded on those ECUs. Yes. That will fall under software. But you need to understand a bit of both. You understand, Kevin?
Yes.
Now, for today's lesson, for the YouTube lesson, we are going to start off with a quick software or a quick firmware lesson. So we've read that file a bit, right?
Yes.
So what does that mean there on the side here? What format is that in? Hexadecimal. Yes. Right? And what is hexadecimal? It's a number system.
Yes, but it has letters too.
Yes, it has letters too, but how does it count? What is our current number system that we use?
1 to 9.
0 to 9.
Yeah, 0 to 9.
Right? So yes. That is a base 10 number system. Right?
Yes.
So there is our base 10 number system there. Oh, sorry, that's a hexadecimal number system there. And this side here is our hex number system. This is our offset, our address.
Yes.
And that side is our content of the memory. This is the address in the memory. This is the content of the memory. Okay. So the content of the memory, what is the content of the memory in? It's in hexadecimal.
Yes.
Right? So what do we have on this side here?
The hexadecimal.
No, this is not hexadecimal. This side is hexadecimal. Yes. This is the same things that is this side, but this side it is ASCII. Load shedding.
No, sir. Can't be load shedding.
No, look. I mean, you guys must be prepared. Did you pause there? So, okay.
Yes.
A MOSFET can be, what are the two states that a MOSFET can be in, or a transistor? Not a MOSFET, let's just go to a transistor, leave a MOSFET out.
Can be P channels.
Besides the channels, besides the what state can it be in?
Can be It can be a switch.
It is a switch.
Yes.
But what state can a switch be in? Guys, I know that for everybody, look, Kibi knows this. It's just that for everybody, especially if English is not your first language, so These terms can sometimes become confusing. What the state, when I say the state of a switch, do we, I mean that switch there, what is that switch, that light switch there? What is it on now?
It's on now.
It's on,
Yes.
all right? So what other state can it be in? Off. So what are the two states that a transistor can be in?
On and off.
Can either be on or it can be off. Well, in computers, okay, let's go back to that number system there. So what is the other number system that we use? It is a base 16 number system, because there is 16 variables.
Yes.
So we have 0, 1, 2, 3. Look, you don't need to learn how to count in hex, but you need to understand, you need to have a basic understanding of how the hexadecimal number system works, and why do we use the hexadecimal number system.
Yes.
I'm not going to get into too much detail and try to keep this short. Firstly, if we look at, there's another number system. What is the other number system? What is the other number system that we use when it comes to computers? What is the other number system?
Not here.
This one here. Which one is this here? Hmm? 0 and 1. It's the binary number system, right? 0 and 1 is the binary number system. Now, the reason why we speak, or why we use the binary number system, is because if we look at EEPROMs and we take an EEPROM apart, inside an EEPROM we are going to find a lot of transistors. What is the smallest unit of data in a computer? What is the smallest unit of data in a computer?
Smallest unit of data.
Right?
Isn't 8 bits?
Smallest unit of data, the smallest amount of information, the smallest is
3 gigabyte.
Yo, you're going higher now, Kivit. You're guessing now. Don't they teach you these things at school?
No, say
You guys need to know this. You're supposed to know this. Right?
2 KB. Huh?
Wouldn't, you're saying 8 bits, wouldn't 1 bit be the smallest unit of data?
Yes. Yes.
So why are you saying 8 bits? Okay. You're going to need to go and do some homework there on data storage. Did you read the book?
Yes, I did.
And the book said you need to go and learn.
About the hex and the
Now, Tom, before you go to hex and that, get to the basics, right? Basics is understand the units of data, or do a basic computer course. I'll have to put you guys on a basic computer course. I thought that the schools would cover this. Okay, let's go back here. Okay, this will show you a bit. So this is the binary number system. The binary number system is a base 2 system. So base 2 number system. I wanted to keep this thing short, but we're going now long. In a base 2 number system, there's 2 variations, 0 and 1, right? And that is the smallest unit of data. Why is it the smallest unit of data? Because it is represented by 1 transistor. That is how computers used to store data, is using transistors, right?
Yes.
And a transistor can either be on or off.
Yes.
And in computers, if you look at a computer's memory, I am not going to go big. I'm going to go 8 bits. So that's 1. What is 8 bits?
What?
8 bits is 1 byte.
Byte. Like who byte lo? PY. I don't know.
Okay. So this over here is 1 byte. So this is 8 bits. 8 bits, and 8 bits is equal to 1 byte. Okay. Now, I want for you guys who are there on TikTok, go and look up Zinger. Go there to the board and go and look up, find a ASCII to binary. Find the ASCII to binary converter or table. Or a table. Look, guys, we have AI, we have a lot of things that we can use. You can ask ChatGPT. You don't need to go to Google. Ask ChatGPT, ask Manus, ask Claude, ask any of them what to. So when you go and look for an ASCII to binary, I would rather grab a table. I would go and look at a table. But that's up to you. Okay, find the ASCII to binary converter and take the letter a small, a capital letter A, right? And tell me what is that letter in ASCII. Maybe look for you, take your phone, take your ChatGPT, Manus, whatever you're using. Tell me what. Wake that computer up behind you, Zinger. Wake that computer up behind you.
What?
You are looking for the letter A. What is the letter A in
Is it?
what is the letter A in binary? What do you think I'm going to say? What's the letter A in Sutu? You got it?
Is it?
Huh?
The uppercase letter is
The uppercase letter A.
the lowercase letter
I want the uppercase letter. What is the uppercase letter?
is ASCII. This is Unicode.
I need ASCII. I need it to be converted to binary. Don't go, if you can't Google it, just go to ChatGPT. Ask ChatGPT, what is the letter A in ASCII?
In ASCII.
Yeah. I mean in binary, not in ASCII. And then what is it? Come, hurry up, guys. This was supposed to be a short video, right? What is the equivalent, the ASCII equivalent for the letter A? It's 0. Come, write it on the board then, Olu. Write it there.
Yeah, the mine was not 0 1 0 1 0.
Baby, there's 8 birds there. Why are you writing it in 1 bird?
So you said I was.
I never said, I said write it in the, that's why I made the boxes there.
Yes,
No, there's the 8 boxes.
as I was writing here.
Hey, you putting all the birds in 1 box.
Oh. 1 0 0 0 0 0 1.
Now, if there's 8 transistors underneath here, there's 8 transistors, right? There's a transistor there, there's a transistor there, there's a transistor there, there's a transistor there. how would you use those transistors to represent that letters there? What would you do? The first transistor there, what state, what would you do?
This was this
Yeah.
transistor.
Yeah.
What?
To show you the one, what would you do? To represent one. Nolu, help him. To represent the one there, what would you do with that first transistor? What would you do to the first transistor? To represent a 1, what would you do to the first transistor?
I see.
What would the state of the first transistor be? Yeah, to represent a 1.
Oh.
It will be on.
Yes.
Second transistor will be off.
Yes.
So do you understand how it works now?
Yes.
Now, that information that you read there on that board there, that comes from memory. And in that memory, this is how it is saved. Now, I want you to convert that there to hexadecimal.
This is the number.
You don't need to convert the numbers. I would just take the, what would the shortcut be, Zinga? With besides typing all that ones and zeros, what would the shortcut be to convert that to hexadecimal? A. So convert A to hexadecimal.
0.
Yeah, on your thing.
Yes, 0 times 41.
0x41.
Yes.
Right? Now you need to go and see there, what does the 0x mean? We don't use the 0x. Come and have a look here. Turn the board. Right? If you look at that file, they don't save this, right? Go to offset number 71. So that will be 70. This will be 71 here. Go to 71.
Yes.
71 to be. This here. Oh yeah, just there. You just go there to the first FF. Now type 41 in there. Sing there?
41.
Are you watching the thing here? Yes. Type 41 in there. Watch what happens. Watch. What happens when you type 41 in there?
8 comes there.
So do you understand why this side is hex and that side is ASCII?
Oh, okay, yes.
Eh?
Yes.
You understand?
Yes.
Don't understand for today.
Yes.
Tomorrow, all of you.
I don't understand.
All of you. Right?
Yes.
It's important that you understand that.
Yes.
That is your first step. It's a short lesson for today. Why and how computers store information. So if I press that A on that keyboard there, what happens? If I press A here, what is going to happen if I press A?
Yes.
If I press A on the computer, what if, no, not, don't think about this thing connected to there.
Oh.
If I press A, what is happening? How would the computer save that A? No, Lou, how would the computer save the A if I press the A? Like what? Huh? No, it's already, the A is already ASCII.
Yes.
How would it save the A? Zinga, bring me that, oh yeah, never mind. Here's one here. If we had 8 of these, how would we save the letter A? If we had 8 transistors here,
How would we say the letter A?
yeah. How would we save the letter A? Show me how you make this transistor show 41. How would we save the letter A using these transistors?
With beads.
Huh? Yes. And how would that be? What would the state of the first transistor be?
Dollar.
0, 1.
Hey, I said the first one. I said not all of these.
Zero.
So it would be, now what would the state of the transistor be? Can you turn this transistor to 0?
On.
Eh? The first transistor will be on.
Say 0 there. First one.
No, the first one is 1.
First one is E. So you said the first one is 1.
Yes.
It's 8.
It's 8, was it?
I just put the 8 there to say how many is there. Okay, what you get, you do you understand how the computer will save the 8?
Oh, yes.
I mean the 1.
Yes.
Yes. How would it save it? It would switch certain transistors on to represent the binary equivalent of the letter A. And what would the binary equivalent of the letter A be? Okay, never mind. Okay, type a small a next to that A. I don't want you to type this side. Type that side there.
Small A.
So what's the difference between a small a and a big A? I'm not asking you to add and subtract. Can you see there that a small a and a big A will use a different representation? Because you cannot represent it with the same.
Oh, I can see that. Added $20.
No, don't think of it as adding 20. It has to be different because you will use different transistors to represent it. What would a small a be?
Maybe 16 bit.
Each letter is 8 bits.
Yes.
So what would a small a be? That's why I said I wouldn't use a calculator. I would go and look at a table.
Say the small a here, say change it to.
No, I'm talking about bits.
Yes.
How many bits would a small a be?
16. It's different.
How many bits would a small a be? Where are you getting 16 from?
Also, we adding the
You can't add and subtract to get it. That is why I said I would get a table.
Yes.
I wouldn't go and use a calculator to see how it works. I would get a table to see what is ASCII and what is, because you cannot add and subtract to see what it's going to be, what the representation in bits is going to be. Go and take a look for an ASCII to binary table. Not don't use a calculator. Use an ASCII to binary table.
Check it about ChatGPT.
Just pull it up here. Pull it up here on Google. There's the internet on this computer. Just search for ASCII to binary table. ASCII.
I.
To binary table. There, just click there. Just type table there, don't.
Table. This one.
Yeah. Chart or a table. Just close that there. I think. And that one there. Do you see why I said I would get the table and not use a calculator? So what is a small a? You can take the camera closer. Guys, take things one step at a time. Like learn one lesson a day. You don't need to remember that. You don't need to remember that. But you need to understand what is happening. When you press that A there,
Yes.
you need to understand what is happening. You don't need to count. You don't need to know. You don't need to memorize that table. But you need to get an understanding of what is happening. So then, if you understand what is happening here, you are going to know what is happening here. And then you are going to know why 8 bits equals 1 byte. When you press that key there, it's 1 byte. Every key you press here is 1 byte. Do you understand, Tibi?
Yes.
If you press spacebar, the computer needs to know what spacebar means. So if you press spacebar is going to have its own binary code.
Yes.
If you press a comma, it's going to have its own binary code. Do you understand?
Yes.
Okay, that's the lesson for today. We're stopping at that for today. So you are knowing how to use a computer is easy, but you have to understand these things here. When, like for example, you see, I used a program to attempt to fix up this file here. Not a program, I used an AI model to attempt to fix up that file. And this file, I think, is a 2 meg file. But the AI model repaired the file, or told me that it's repaired, and it only gave a 1.2 kilobyte file. So can I load that file on here? Will it accept that file? No. So that is why you need to understand how computers store data. What is the sizes of the data, right? Yes. Coding keys, coding stuff is easy. Most technicians or most locksmiths are not really coding keys. The tool is doing. The tool will add that, but you need to understand what the tool is doing, because when things go wrong, you are able to fix it. A lot of the work here we have today is from locksmiths, mechanics, and coding guys who don't understand these basics. And then they make mistakes, small mistakes. You saw there, if you make 1 bit, if you change 1 bit, yes. Next time we're going to gradually go, and then we're going to look at stuff like checksums. Because most of the work that we have here is because of checksum failure. But you need to understand why checksums would fail. If you look at that Mahindra, the reason why that Mahindra failed is during the ignition cycle, a bit was changed. And it wasn't changed in the duplicate address. And then the checksum went wrong. But that we will get there gradually. So your first step is to understand ones and zeros, why computers use ones and zeros, right? You understand why computers use ones and zeros now?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, that's it for today. Thank you, Zne.